Okay, let's continue. I've conquered you, necktie. uh, I'm actually with my character on this one. Neckties suck when you're trying to set them up. Especially fucking bow ties. That's why I used that's why whenever I'm wearing a suit, I always wear a clip on. It's a morning of our first day at classes at Beacon. Today, Team Jade, even though there's no A in Penny's initials, joins the academic life. Other than how homework and classmates, this also means uniforms, and the male version of Beacon's features a tie, which took me 5 minutes to tie correctly, more or less. Ugh, my freaking tongue. I guess I never had to learn to tie one in my life before. Precious information. Evelyn, can I come out? I ask loudly to be heard through the door. I'm changing in the bathroom, while Evelyn is changing in the bedroom, Penny in the kitchen, and Jack on the balcony. You three are girls. Shouldn't you be changing in the same room? Well, not really for Penny, but at least for Jack and Evelyn. Actually, wait, they hate each other currently, so never mind. Why the balcony? Now, one may wonder why each of us is changing in a different room. Well, I'm a guy, so it's a given. Penny also claimed the kitchen before anyone could ask why. And Evelyn and Jack, yeah, I don't think those two are that comfortable around each other yet, unless it's a battle. And Jack lost to rock, paper, scissors. Of course you can. The real question is, should you? Foo 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 foo. I roll my eyes, leaning my forehead against the wood. Alright, other question. Have you 100% finished changing into your uniform? Oh no, he's learning. He's soon going to overthrow his masters. Evelyn? Noah? Oh, screw this. If she's still not finished, I give her plenty of chances to tell me. I'm coming out. And women everywhere rejoiced. That little... Well, she dressed, but now I have another problem. So, how do I look? How many words can I use? The way the uniform hugs Evelyn's curves is wow. I mean, it's not like you can't notice with her normal clothes on, but in a mini skirt, it's just something else. And the thigh gap between the skirts him in the knee-high socks. Am I so sexy you're at a loss for words? The things that I read. Hello again, gluttonous. I have words. I don't know if I should voice them. Keep the profanities to one word and you can go right ahead and worship me. Haughty, aren't we? Evelyn, Noah, I'm coming out as well. A few seconds after, Penny's voice carries through, the kitchen door opens. How do I look? Oh my god, Penny, you're adorable. It looks very good on you, Penny. Thanks, I've never worn a uniform before. Well, Penny is not as curvious as Evelyn. The uniform still suits her. Not as well as her normal clothes, but the colors. Penny, why do you still have your collar on under the uniform? I have a scar. Yes, a positively nasty, ugly scar that I wish to keep hidden from sight at all times. Oh wow. If you need a collar that covers the entirety of your neck, it must be a pretty big scar. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Oh, I don't mind. It's perfectly fine. That's a surprisingly chipper reaction. That's the spirit, and you're in luck, for I am an expert at scar removal. You are. You are? I am. I can prepare a salve that periodically applied. I'm coming out. Please do come right out. Do come right outside this very instant, Jack. We're awaiting her arrival with fervent curiosity. That was not subtle at all, Penny, but didn't she say that her scar doesn't bother her? Oh well, now I wonder what the uniform looks like on Jack. She's wearing the boy uniform. What? What? Jack? Hey, what's wrong with the three of you? Did I get the knot wrong? No, it's perfect. Jack, that's the male uniform. Yeah. Why? Guess I don't like skirts. Bloody hell, does it look that bad on me? It doesn't, and that's the problem. Carrots? What the hell does that even mean? Evelyn bites down on whatever she was going to say next and walks to the apartment front door, leaning her head against it once, twice, 3 times. Seriously, what's her problem? There's nothing wrong, but I guess it's attention grabbing. Especially since it looks better on her than it does on me. That's it? Let people watch. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? That's the spirit. Although... Hold still for a moment. In a matter of seconds, Jack undoes the faulty knot I had her do, adjusts positioning in length of my necktie, and then makes a new knot perfectly. Not too tight, not too loose. There we go. Looking dashing there. My dad always said, a bad tie makes a bad day. Uh-huh. Well then, let's go to breakfast. Carrots, get off the door, will ya? Hate you. Come on, partner. Most important meal of the day. Evelyn gets off the door as Jack grabs me by the shoulder and then proceeds to push me towards it, completely ignoring my shattered, broken, destroyed pride. Of course you were. Okay, Bugs Bunny. Hold up. Of course you realize this means war. Evelyn? What? Please teach me how to do a tie. Look at Penny, so cute. I just realized I'd never been shown around the school. You remember where the mess hall is, right? Holy crap. What is with this music? Damn, I've never seen so many people eating in the same place. Me neither. The school was mostly empty in the last few days. And on Saturday and Sunday we didn't eat here. Well, knowing I'm not the only one who's never lived the school life makes me feel more at ease. Sharing the pain and all that. What, you never attended an academy? Never ever, partner. But you're so strong. Flatterer. You haven't even seen my semblance. FYI, I've never attended a combat academy either. Neither have I. I have to call bullshit. You obviously all have been trained in combat, or am I on a team with 3 fighting savants? Of course we've been trained, dummy. But do you think combat academies are the only places in Remnant where you can only learn to fight? I don't know. Are they? For all I know, they could be. Oh, right. You're missing memory. There are other venues available to those who wish to learn the art of combat on Remnant. Retired or injured hunters can take apprentices, and there are non-hunter versed in the workings of aura and dust living outside of the Four Kingdoms. I see. Sounds reasonable. Glad it does. Now let's get some grub. I'm famished. Wow. This is the best food I've eaten in months. Oh, but don't you usually cook for yourself? Oh dear, here they go again. I don't know how loud the volume is for you guys. I don't know if my voice is loud enough as well, or is it too loud? I'm not too sure. Things to work on. Oh, of course I do, but I can't do miracles while I'm on the road. I tune out the argument in favor of facing Penny, who today got a picture-perfect selection of food for her breakfast. How's the food, Penny? It's definitely nutritional balanced, but I think the eggs were slightly overcooked. Probably to give them more consistency before the scrambling procedure. A simple good enough would have sufficed. But it wouldn't have been a sufficiently informative answer to your inquiry. I can't help but laugh at her honest worry about my possible lack of knowledge about her breakfast. Thanks for the concern, but I was just trying to make small talk, Penny. Oh, sorry, I'm not really used to it, so I can't probably distinguish it yet. Oh, it's fine. To be honest, it's kind of cute. There she goes, like clockwork. You're doing this to distract me, aren't you? What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Also, I just noticed my monitor's moving. Hold up. Fix you up right here. Calling me cute, and my mannerisms cute, because you remember how I reacted the day we met. Oh, that. Yes, I may be trying to make you blush on purpose. She laughs at my admission, and I'm glad I stopped her from going into a funk. Thanks, but you don't have to worry so much. I'm not a particularly negative person. But you made such a kicked puppy face. It was just a little communication mishap. Why does it get you so down? Well, the thing is... Penny! Everyone! Good morning! Even though it's 9:10 at the moment. Ruby, good morning. Ruby! A good morning from me as well. Thanks. But not enough about me. You're wearing the Beacon uniform. My eyes widen as Ruby suddenly flings herself to Penny right to hug her and manages to sit properly while doing so. That's impressive. That means you passed the initiation. Congratulations. Thanks, Ruby. After an instant of uncertainty, Penny returns the hug with the biggest of smiles on her face. No hug for me. Oh, hi, Evelyn. And is that your fourth? Why is Ruby staring at Jack like, oh, right. You're a girl, right? Well, isn't that an awkward question? But Jack seems to be taking it in stride. Sure I am. The name's Jacqueline B. Ivory, but you can call me Jack. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, you're so pretty and your long hair is so long. I thought, of course, she must be a girl, but you have the male uniforms on, so I got confused. It's alright. I guess I'm the only female student who wears the male uniform. As far as I know. But seriously, it looks better on you than the guys. And she knows ties better than me, too. That's because I used to do it for my father growing up. It just takes practice. I'd be more than happy to help you with that, Noah. You would? Thanks, Penny. And Evelyn and Penny are giving each other a thumbs up for some reason. Oh, who cares? Come back to me, Pride. Okay, 2 questions. Are you the guy Ruby was making a weapon for? And what is she making a fool out of herself for now? Another girl has now approached our table, and she's, well, to be blunt, she's everything Ruby is not, if I had to make a comparison. Also, Miles Kenny, when you're doing the next update for the characters, you may want to include Weiss, unless you already did Weiss, then Yang's and Blake's uniforms. You may want to do the uniforms for everyone just so it doesn't look odd. Another girl has now approached our table, and, well, to be blunt, she's everything Ruby is not, if I had to make a comparison. Is that my door? Hold up. That was nothing, but it took a little bit longer because I was grabbing a drink. Ah, my mouth burns. Ow. Ow. Ruby is petite and has short, dark hair. This girl is very tall and has long golden hair all the way to the middle of her back. Ruby is, well, she's petite in more ways than one. The blonde girl is, Evelyn's are bigger, anyway. Of course. Also, I think me and Evelyn saw her spar in the amphitheater with another girl a couple of days ago. Yang, I wasn't embarrassing myself. I was asking a completely legitimate question. Wait, Yang? Wasn't she the one who... So she's the girl who used common sense on you. Oh my gosh, she actually said that out loud? Noah, that was supposed to be private. It was? Yes. Why didn't you tell me? What do you mean, why didn't you... Oh, right. You don't know Yang. Well, that's a deja vu. A crime, more like it. I'm Yang, Ruby's teammate and older sister. Wait, what? Older sister? They don't look that much alike, to be completely honest. I'm Noah, and yes, Ruby did make my weapon, and I'll make sure to repay her. Glad to know that. And hi, Penny. I couldn't believe it when Ruby said you were going to be attending Beacon as well. I couldn't believe it myself at first. It's a pleasure to see you again, Yang. Noah is my teammate. This is Evelyn Demrot, my partner. Hey there. Hey there yourself, Evelyn Demrot. Evelyn Demrot. And this is our team leader and Noah's partner, Jacqueline. B. Ivory. But you can call me Jack. Another blonde. Finally, I was starting to despair, only having John to share it with. I heard that. I snapped my neck to the right, but I can't identify the source of the voice. What was that about? Hopefully she's one who breaks the stereotype. And Weiss. Between you and the dunce, I have half a mind of removing from my life anything even remotely resembling a shade of yellow. I guess this is another of Ruby's teammates. Wow, she's pretty. Not that Ruby and Yang aren't pretty, but, well, Ruby is cute pretty, Yang is hot pretty. This one is class pretty. Does that make sense? She's petite as well, but slender and very well dressed. In a princessly manner, if that's even a word. I can't help but imagine her in something like a long ballroom dress. Wait, didn't Penny mention a teammate of Ruby's you could talk any fashion advice from? And oh, you must be Weiss then. Don't worry, Ruby, I won't spill the beans. Oh wow, Weiss, you got another admirer. Wait, what? And why is the correctly identified Weiss suddenly look at me like I'm our worst enemy? What are you talking about? Admirer? Oh, come on, don't play dumb. How else could you know Weiss Cream's name? I guess you know me from my singing career. Are you an estimator of my family? So she actually is some kind of princess. Cool, but seriously, I think there's a misunderstanding here. I have no idea who Weiss is supposed to be except for Ruby's teammate. Okay, seriously, why is that so shocking? What's so funny? For real? He seems to be telling the truth. At least I think so. Oh wow. Why is every girl I meet in Vale a different kind of total knockout? After cute pretty, hot pretty, class pretty, meet Grace pretty. This black-haired beauty, which by rule of elimination must be Ruby's final teammate, just exudes natural poise of every time she makes and feels like she's not even trying. But the question remains, how does he know Weiss's name? The better question is, how does he not know? Wasn't she dreading the prospect just a few seconds ago? I'm Blake, by the way. Blake Bellandana. Nice to meet you, everyone. And hello again, Penny. No Cavgies. But seriously, I have no idea who Weiss is outside of her relationship to Ruby. And even that was a guess. Meaning, Penny told me about a teammate of Ruby who has great fashion sense, and Ruby herself mentioned the name in passing. 50-50, so I took a guess. Oh, that's true. Stop being surprised already. Well, considering the information at your disposal, it's logical you come to that conclusion. You certainly couldn't have made that bet on Yang or Blake. Oh, burn! Especially the Blake. Excuse me? Hey. Well, granted, the reason why I didn't say Dame Yang is because, let's face it, Yang sort of looks like an odd form of Indiana Jones. Jones, if you just sexified it. I'm Weiss Snee. Snee. Wait, like the dust company Evelyn told me about? No wonder she was surprised I didn't recognize her. Although she doesn't seem that bad, or at least not as bad as the company name would have you think. She's a bit uppity, I guess. I see. It's a pleasure. Oh, the pleasure is all mine. Seriously? That voice again. What the hell? Now, I'd love to stay and chat some more. I'm afraid classes are about to begin. We should all hurry. Oh, the bell. We only have half an hour. I'm sure we will see each other during classes. Have a good day. I can call you Noah, right? Oh, come on! No, for real. Who's doing that? It's John. Oh, my face looks so blue because of my screens. And I guess the only light I have is that. I really need to get like a light over here. Sure, if I could call you Weiss. Absolutely. Have a good day, Noah. Everyone. And there she goes. Blake and Yang hot on her tail, probably for an explanation regarding that fashion sense comment. This is unfair. Do you have any idea how long it took me to get Weiss to be friendly to me? What's your secret? Ruby, I haven't the foggiest idea. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. And that's 4. Well, that's a weird team. They are. Have you looked at us? Good point. Anyway, she doesn't seem that bad. You mean Weiss? Considering what you told me about her family's company? She's just the youngest daughter of the family. It's not like she has any administrative power. And hey, she's an individual like the rest of us. Even if statistically humans and faunus don't get along that well, I like to always keep an open mind. If I thought that every human I met is a racist, talk about self-fulfilling prophecies. Weiss is Ruby's partner. I don't think she would be able to get along with a genuinely bad person. Although she did warm up to you, uncharacteristically quickly. I chalk that up to me indirectly complimenting her without the aim to flirt with her. First impressions are a powerful thing. Anyway, we should get going. Right, Jack? Jack? Yes, she seems like a nice girl. Her arms are gripping her elbows quite tightly and she's staring at nothing. Can she even hear me? Partner, you okay there? It's nothing, Noah. I'm sorry. Let's go refresh ourselves and then go to class, alright? Hold up. Did something happen? I really don't know, Benny. First day of our school, guys. Let's try to not be late to class. There's a certain hustle and bustle as we fall into the almost packed class. I notice that there are very few seats left and no seats of 4. Things like that happen when you arrive almost at bell time. You don't really get a choice in seat dispositions. Bummer. Oh well, we'll have to make new friends. Sounds good. I'll see you guys after classes. I look around the classroom and notice an empty seat at the front right of the row. I sit myself just as the class falls silent, which I guess means the professor has arrived. A slightly rotund man on the short side stands in front of the desk. In the middle of the classroom bottom area, he sports a finely trimmed mustache and wears mostly burgundy. Children, I welcome you back into these halls. Port hasn't changed at all during break. Seems like Ruby and her team are sitting a couple rows behind me. Refresher Port, huh? I hope you use these weeks to relax, catch up with family and friends left behind. Because from today on, we're getting back to familiarizing ourselves with our prey. He makes a grandiose movement and raises a hand to point at the wall behind him, where a gigantography of a grim hangs. For our enemy is relentless, and always up for feasting on scrumptious human morsels. Even in the comfort of our homes, even our most private moments. Ominous? Why, for example, I remember one time I almost jumped out of my seat as a large portion of the class lets out a collective groan. What the hell? There I was, deep in enemy territory, having just felled a particularly strong adversary. It was long and hard, fought together, but that's a story for another time. Thank you, gods. I was so satisfied with my catch that I decided to help myself to my guilty pleasure, a bag of fine blend of Fakio tea. A boiling kettle with a whistle later. Lo and behold, I was about to enjoy my piece of nirvana. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea as to why the groans. But alas, soon new enemy appeared to chastise me for my mistake. Even though my immediate surroundings had been cleared by my own hands, an opal swooped down from the sky. While the story sounds kind of interesting, his storytelling ability is, well... Quick, my hand went to my weapon, swiftly holding it up to shield myself from the beast's mighty dive. I hope this doesn't go on that long. Stumbling but not knocked to the ground, I flexed and parried up to the air, my might war axe swinging. Lo and behold, my enemy was defeated and faded at my feet. Oh my god, that went on for almost the whole lesson. Now I understand why so many people dreaded story time. I mean, there were a few interesting tidbits here and there, but it was mostly purple prose. That experience taught me many a valuable lesson which I saw fit to share with you today. Damn it. We were actually supposed to be paying attention. If he's not a sadist, he made it difficult on purpose. He needs some serious work on his public speaking. Let's see. What could have been an important point in that story? The professor mentioned that he had cleared out his immediate surroundings, which meant that since he was alone and not in a negative state of mind, the Grimm had been attracted there by something else. Was the lesson about the Grimm's sense of hearing, Professor Port? Indeed it was. Very observant young man. Ah, score one for T. Noah. The opal is a Grimm shaped like a bat, and just like their animal counterparts, they have bad eyesight, but incredible hearing and locate their prey with echolocation. Even from afar, the whistle of my kill had attracted it like a moth to a flame. And if I hadn't been keeping my weapon by my side, I would have died with his first attack. Always have your weapon at hand. When in a hostile environment, children, you never know when you may need it. Alright, that sounds like something I should make a note about. That's all the time we have for today, children. I encourage you to review and possibly deepen your knowledge about opals. Have a bountiful day. Well, I'm famished. Let's find the girls again and... Shoot, you're telling me we were actually supposed to be paying attention all this time? Will you pipe down? And of course you were supposed to pay attention. You're in school. I'll go on a limb and guess that sport classes have never had that much participation from students. Penny, seriously, what's your secret? I feel so sluggish. I have no idea how I kept awake through at all. I guess I'm just used to listening to long speeches. My father has a habit of going into his own little world and muttering at his thoughts. Practice makes perfect, huh? I have no desire whatsoever to practice during that. For once, I agree with Evelyn. I'm glad that's over and done with. So, what do you want to do with your afternoon? I think I'll go into Vale. Want to inquire about that part-time job? That's the plan, yes. I also thought about asking about helping in the kitchens like you mentioned, but they said they'd come back tomorrow. While I'm at it, I guess I'll go check the shops in Main Street to see what the hell, chocolate and cookies department. Do you want company, Noah? Nah, it's okay. And I have the sneaking suspicion that you'll try and dissuade me. I'll be waiting your return then. And remember that last bulkhead to begin is at 10 p.m. I'll keep that in mind. See you later, girls. Later, partner. Again, this is not doing any favors. Alright, please keep one to the side for me, okay? I'll pick it up by the end of the week, I swear. Sounds good, but are you sure you want this brand? It's a bit pricey for a student. I know, but I need to do at least this much. You either got a lucky girlfriend or she's got you whipped. And that's my cue to leave. Right. Good evening. Whew, that was getting a bit too personal. Although he's probably right. People don't usually go out in presents unless it's a special occasion. But considering the debt I owe to Ruby and Penny, I might as well be. Anyway, that's settled. I need 200 lien to buy that box, so now it's time to inquire about that part-time job. What was the place called? From Dusk Until Dawn? Good evening. Welcome to From Dusk Until Dawn. Hello. I'm here to inquire about that part-time job. You beacon student? What? How does he know that? Your aura unlocked. You beacon student. Well, yeah, but... Perfect. You hired. What? Just like that? Need fighter. You can work evening shifts. Come when free. You free now? We do afternoon shift for try. Well, yes, but go. Get counter. Hey! An apron even gets thrown in my face. When I pull it back down, the shopkeeper is already walking towards the back of the shop. Hey, I know next to zero about dust. Look inside first drawer. What? And he's gone. What the hell has happened to this shop that he would need someone who can fight as a part-timer? I do as he said and checked the first drawer of the counter. Inside I found one ear noodle mic and earbud. Check on you through security camera from Vault. If need advice, talking to Noodle. Sir, why exactly did this shop need to be closed and reopened again? No time for talk. First customer. Ah, welcome. Why does this sound like the type of music that you listen to in a china shop? Thank you. Come again. Very, very good. Closing time now. Thank gods that's over. And thank the gods no one commented on the noodle. I've removed it in the apron both. Oh no, it wasn't so bad. It was mostly just about weighing or counting the needed dust for each client, and if any were about to ask questions, the shopkeeper was already telling me the answer in my ear. I could see myself doing this every now and then. Very good. Hiring you, good choice. Thanks. I didn't think it would go so smoothly. Hold out scroll, please. Sure. I hold out my scroll and the shopkeeper does the same thing, swinging his own device horizontally above mine. What? Little first time bonus for incentive. You come back, yes? Sure. Good. Late night. Not too close. And you missed last bulkhead. Right. I'll see you around. Holy, I can't believe this. I've already solved the money problem. If I want to, I could definitely go get Ruby's present and catch the last bulkhead with plenty of time to spare. Congratulations! You reached the main part of Jade. From now on, you'll be able to see different kinds of story events. Main story events. These are unchangeable events that will happen automatically, progress the main story, and or introduce new characters. They will usually take place on Sundays. Route events. These are events tied to characters you've already met outside of Team Jade and will progress their own personal route. You can make them happen on Saturdays, providing you meet certain conditions first. Extra events. These are events that will give you special items, increase your stats, or introduce new characters and routes. Most can happen by being in the right place at the right time on the right day, but some may also require meeting certain conditions or a bit of luck. Outside of these, visiting certain locations at certain times will allow you to spend your time or engaging in various activities. These will allow you to build up your stats, obtain money, new knowledge, and items. For example, may I suggest that present for Ruby? Buying that present for Ruby by stopping at the main street shop on the way home. Shopping won't advance your time unless you trigger an event. Have fun in the world of Jade, but remember, you only have 183 in-game days, so make the most of it. Which is Cyrus ahead, but again. The Premium Atlesian Cookie Box. You actually came around? Have a nice day. Thanks, come again. Should I go to sleep? Yes. There's our hard worker. How did it go? Good enough. A little weird, to be honest. What about yours? It was good. Chatted, got to know the local legends. Apparently shortly before we joined Team Ruby had the biggest food fight in the history of Beacon. They what? Oh man, I'm glad I was out of that blast zone. And for what, among themselves? I guess another first year team, actually. We saved you some food at dinner, Noah. It's in the kitchen. Awesome. I'm famished. And where's Jack? In the kitchen. I hope for your sake that she didn't want to try and add personal touches or something. Duly noted. I hope she didn't, or if she did, it's Evelyn who's in the wrong about that story. She's not cooking, she's sitting in one of the chairs staring at her joined hands on the table. Hey partner. Hey Noah, I take it they immediately put you to work? Yup. So why are you hiding in the kitchen? And I see at the table finding the food still warm enough to eat comfortably. I wouldn't exactly call it hiding. I just need some time alone to think, refocus myself. Whatever happened this morning hit you that hard? I was surprised. I didn't expect something and it threw me for a loop. Want to talk about it? Not really. I mean, it's something you can't really do anything about. I just need to learn to live with it. We've been partners for less than 2 days. I don't think it's fair to make you shoulder my emotional baggage already. Can't be more troublesome than the first time I met Evelyn. Okay, now you must tell me. She was trying to observe me in my sleep, whatever that means. Oh gosh, she gave you the crazy eyes. You mean she always looks like that when she's using her semblance? Most of the time. You know what? I don't feel so scrambled anymore. Scrambled. She stands up and stretches her arms over her head before heading to the door. As she walks past me, she places her left hand on my shoulder and gives me a squeeze. Thanks, partner. I really needed that laugh. Feels like every member of this team has something worrying them. Deep down, me and my past, Penny and her sin side, Jack and his baggage of hers. Well, maybe except Evelyn. So far, she's only been bothered by not being able to tell us about Jack beforehand. Because she wanted me and Penny to make our own opinion. I wonder, what is it that worries her? Maybe I could start keeping a diary in my scroll there. So much coming at me. If I could, it could help put it in perspective. Morning, partner. Ready for another day? You know it. I'm especially ready for breakfast. Hold up before I forget something. Shoot, there's no neighbor seats left again. Also, this is where I'm going to stop here. Let's continue later.